Hello everyone, as you know, all our jewelry pieces are made individually, from selecting the gemstone and bringing it straight from the mining site to certification, custom design and final production. And because of this, we always have quite a long waiting list. For example, a single ring can take 2 to 3 weeks to make. But since we receive a lot of orders and skilled jewelries are very few, unfortunately, the overall queue ends up being 6 to 8 months. Yep, that's a reality. And we currently work with 7 jewelry workshops in total, all producing exclusively for our brand, yet even so, there is still a wait list. And every year around this time, I get lots of messages. Hi, I need something urgently for Christmas time. What do you have ready? And I really need it exactly before Christmas. Well, it's October now, and we always reply honestly, there is absolutely no way we can make a custom piece before the Christmas or New Year. However, because of the large production volume, over time, we naturally accumulate a small number of ready-made pieces. Usually, by the end of the year, we have about 10 to 15 finished jewelry items that, for one reason or another, the original clients never collected. These are complete finished pieces, certified, polished, and ready to ship immediately. That means we can send them out tomorrow and you will receive them well before Christmas, guaranteed. Shipping usually takes from 3 days to 2 weeks, depending on the country where you are in. Once a parcel leaves us, the delivery time depends on local customs and couriers. We deliver worldwide, absolutely anywhere, even to the most remote places, let's say like Papua New Guinea. And very important, until the parcel is in your hands, until you open the box and take out the jewelry, the financial responsibility remains fully on us. If anything happens in transit, we cover all costs. And in the entire history of the company, only once did we have a piece go missing. Surprisingly, it happened in Germany. Of all countries, I never expected that. German customs lost our parcel. What did we do? We remade the jewelry at our own expense and sent a new one to the client, because maintaining company reputation and trust is always our top priority. So yes, delivery is truly worldwide. All paperwork and certificates are provided, of course, stamped and fully legitimate. Everything is done properly. Now you might wonder, why do these unclaimed pieces appear in the first place? There are several common reasons. First, just change of mind. We discuss the design, the client approves it, we start production, and a month later they write, oh no, I've changed my mind. Let's not do a moonstone, let's do a star sapphire instead. But by then, the ring for the moonstone is already cast, and recasting gold means losing material, plus we've already invested time and labor, so we just finish that piece and start a new one for them. Then quite often we also have a sort of a stone upgrade. Let's say someone waited a long time for a beautiful sapphire, around 10 carats, and we started designing, modeling, production, and then we suddenly find an even better one, let's say 15 carats or 20, and we show it to the customer and the customer absolutely loves it. So what do? We have to keep the original 10 carat design for ourselves, finish it, and later offer it for sale. And of course, there are some personal or financial issues. Sometimes the client writes to us that their bank account are temporarily blocked, or there are some financial hardship and they're not able to complete the purchase at this stage anymore, or there are some personal difficulties, unforeseen situations. That all happens. Life is life, and we don't pry. Like that's what actually happens from time to time. We simply move forward. So that's how we have gradually built up a small collection of finished jewelry pieces that we can send to you literally tomorrow. No waiting. And this happens only once a year, and every time I release such a video, the pieces sell out instantly. Prices and full descriptions will be listed in the comments under this video, and you should see a little arrow saying more. Just tap that button and you will see the full description underneath. There you will see the number of the piece, what the stone is, what is the size, what is the material, and if it's a ring you will see the ring size as well. And by the way, if the ring size isn't listed, that means the size can be adjusted within a few days. So yes, any size is possible. If you see that there is a size specified, that means that the design cannot be adjusted and it has to be exactly that big. And before you start asking me lots of questions, I will try to cover as many of them as I can predict. Certificates. Absolutely a yes. Every piece comes with certification. We don't take a single step without proper gem certificates, ever. Each jewelry piece includes gemological documents confirming authenticity. Usually you will get not just one certificate, but sometimes even two, and occasionally even three. And of course, you are very welcome, and I actually encourage you to make your own independent certification. That is absolutely right and professional thing to do. Remember, never trust anyone purely in this world. Only trust an official gemological lab report. I mean about the gemstones. The rest is up to you. So when your jewelry arrives, go ahead and take it to the lab yourself, and don't hesitate to spend maybe another $50 or so. It's worth for a peace of mind. And you will receive an additional certificate confirming what we already provided, and that's just perfect. I'm not implying that we might have made a mistake, absolutely not. We have a triple quality control system, but still, do it for your own confidence. Because here is what happens sometimes. Someone buys a piece and receives it with all official papers, everything is fine, and then shows it to a friend. And you know how some friends can be. The friends look and say, oh, that's not what you think it is. You've been tricked. And then you start doubting. You know everything is fine, but suddenly you are uneasy. So yes, go get your own extra lab certificate and completely support that. Let it be 3 or even 4 certificates. The more the merrier. The best way to feel calm, confident and happy. However, if instead of a lab certificate you just showed your jewelry piece to a friend who knows gemstones very well, we do not accept that as an expert opinion. Because believe it or not, we've had cases when somebody receiving a ring showed it to a friend and then wrote to us like, how could you do this to me? My friend said it's fake. And we are like, oh really? And what does your friend do for a living? Is he a gemologist or a jeweler? And the answer was no, he's a carpenter, but he's very professional and knowledgeable. So no, the carpenter's opinions doesn't count, and professional jewelry's opinion doesn't count, only official certificates does. No verbal opinion, no guesses, no my friend says, only lab documentation, period. Now, another important note, when your parcel arrives, inspect it carefully right away. If your eyesight isn't perfect, use a loupe, look closely from all sides, make sure every detail is in place, and then you can start wearing it happily. So if after 6 months you notice that a tiny little stone from the pave setting has fallen out, that means it happened during normal wear, not from production, because you checked everything upon arrival and it was all fine. And remember, jewelry does require regular care. You must bring it to a qualified jewelry for cleaning and tightening from time to time, meaning at least once a year, maybe a little bit more often. And also the black rhodium, the white gold plating, and all similar finishes, they also gradually wear off, so they all need refreshing. So it's essential to take your jewelry to a skilled, careful jeweler who can clean and replate it without damaging anything. And also make sure that the stone is sitting very tight without being loose. Alright, I think that would be all what I wanted to mention before we start watching. Now, let's take a closer look at the jewelry pieces we prepared for you today. And remember, if you want to buy some of them, just send us a quick message on WhatsApp. The number you will find below the video. Alright, let's get started. Number 1, a true masterpiece in our signature Sina gem style. This is pure Gothic elegance. Yellow gold combined with blackened gold, accented by black diamonds and dark metal underlay. Everything exactly the way we love it. Honestly, this piece is epic. We worked on it for a very long time. At its center sits a spinel in a deep sea wave color. Think of a stormy ocean, that mysterious blue-green twilight tone. Unfortunately, it was extremely sunny when we were filming, so the stone got overexposed on camera. But rest assured, the entire gem is that same mesmerizing color throughout. When you tilt it under different angles, you can see it's completely uniform and flawless. Because I know what you're thinking, sometimes less honest sellers film stones deliberately overlit to hide cracks or inclusions, but that's absolutely not the case here. And the stone is in perfect condition. For any buyer interested, we can provide a separate close-up video of the gem itself, and you will see clearly that's all pristine. And of course, you can imagine that I would never set a cracked or flawed stone into a finished piece. That would only mean redoing the whole thing from scratch. So in this particular design, the size unfortunately cannot be changed, as the geometry is fixed, so resizing isn't possible. Please check the size and the weight of the central gemstone in the description below the video. Number 2. Yes, of course, we can do classic style as well, as you can see. Here we have got gold, diamonds and a soft blue sapphire. And I've talked about sapphires many times before. Traditionally, the most prestigious shade is considered royal blue, that deep king's blue color. And yes, it's a light, everyone wants it and it's constantly requested, but there is a catch, it is dark. In the northern climates like London, Canada, under grey skies and cool light, royal blue sapphire often looks almost black. And I have one myself, in fact. I actually have to show you our personal jewelry collection one day. Anyway, the ring with the royal blue sapphire under perfect lighting, it's vivid, but most of the time it just looks dark navy, almost black. And that is why, for this specific ring, we selected a sapphire that stays bright blue and clear under any lighting. Still noble and elegant, but not overly dark. And everything else here is pure, timeless, classic gold, diamonds, balanced proportions. I actually know women who wear pieces like that as an everyday practice, but personally, I think it's so refined and luxurious that it deserves to shine at a gala or reception or evening event. Number 3, a gold and diamond ring with a very unusual garnet. This garnet has a unique hue, almost plum colored, wouldn't you say? Truly extraordinary, and it's very rare to find a garnet that's both large and of this quality. We have here gold, diamonds and a remarkable gem, simple but striking. And here is the good news, the ring size can be changed to absolutely anything, easily and very quickly. The same goes for ring number 2, by the way, I forgot to mention that. And both the sapphire and the garnet rings can be resized within just a few days and then shipped immediately. Number 4, one of our most requested pieces. This is an amulet featuring the demon Lahu, also known as Rahu. You can read about him. He's a fascinating mythological figure. Originally a pagan giant, he later found his place in Hindu mythology and then moved into Buddhism, where he also took root. So he exists in all 3 cultural traditions, a truly ancient spirit. In mythology, Lahu is a demon who long ago switched to the side of the good. He is one of us, as we like to say. He feeds on evil and negativity. He devours everything bad around you. Illness, envy, curses, evil eyes, and even negative thoughts of the person wearing that. This particular amulet was also blessed by a shaman friend of mine, Ajahn Kop. We have worked with him for many years and there are several videos about him on our channel. The piece is crafted in yellow gold with blackened accents, set with black diamonds and features a magnificent blue spinel as its center gem. That's not just beautiful but also a solid investment, by the way, giving its vivid, desirable color. Blue spinels like these have been rapidly increasing in value over the years. The design carries a touch of Gothic style, as always. We can't resist adding a hint of that mood somewhere in the composition. And the design is absolutely unisex. Both men and women order that all the time. I would say 5% of all of our orders is this design of Lahu. And let me tell you from personal experience, whether you believe in the energy, the protection from curses, or the power of neutralizing the negativity, it honestly doesn't matter. What matters is that jewelry with meaning feels different to wear and to gift. A simple ring is just a ring, but a piece that carries a whole legend, a myth, a slice of ancient culture, that's something entirely different. Number 5. Another blue sapphire set in gold. This ring size can be easily adjusted. The constructions allows for that, so within a few days we can resize and ship it. It's designed for everyday usage. The sapphire itself has the perfect balance of tone, not too dark to appear black, but rich enough to stay beautiful blue even under the northern light. As I understand, this piece was originally ordered specifically as a ring for daily use, something what you can wear consistently without taking it off, but still remember, any gemstone can break. Yes, even sapphire or diamond, even jade, garnet, all gemstones are brittle if struck hard enough. For example, you are walking down the street, casually swinging your hands and accidentally hit a metal pole or a concrete barrier. That's enough to chip or break the stone, so be careful. And that's a rule number 1. Any gem can also be damaged by impact. Rule number 2, over time, stones in any setting will eventually loosen. So jewelries even have a term for that. They say the stone starts to sing, meaning it's slightly loose and needs tightening. If the ring is made of white gold, remember it's coated with rhodium, so rhodium plating wears down gradually or gets a bit of micro scratches, so it needs to be replated from time to time as well. So please don't forget, fine jewelry requires care. Take it periodically to skilled jewelry for cleaning, tightening and refreshing the finish. Ideally, someone experienced who won't damage your piece. Number 6. These are some of our most popular earrings. We make the same design as rings and bracelets as well. They are crafted from sterling silver and set with vivid natural sapphires, exceptionally bright stones. Someone once commented that must be synthetic, natural stone can't be that bright. Well, they can, and these are. Here is a secret. About 99% of all corundum mined in the world, that includes both sapphires and rubies, comes in the form of very tiny crystals, exactly the size perfect for this kind of pave settings. And these small sapphires come in every imaginable hue: deep blues, yellows, pinks, oranges, purples, an entire rainbow of colors. That's why we can create such vibrant color paths in our jewelry. The green stones you see here are emeralds, everything else sapphires. Corundum, by its nature, is an incredibly diverse gemstone family, offering endless combination of color. And as for these earrings, there is no size limitation, as you can understand, so they will fit comfortably for anyone. Number 7 and 8 from a matching set. Gold with and without blackened finish, featuring magnificent spessartines, also known as Massai garnets. These stones are not only stunning but also a solid investment, steadily appreciating by around 30 to 40% per year. The design is one of our collaborations, originally inspired by client suggestions that we later refined into our own signature style. The motif here? Ravens. They are sculptured in the spirit of Scandinavian mythology, reminiscent of Odin's legendary ravens Hugin and Munin. And that whole Norse tradition with ravens, it's powerful, it's poetic, and it's visually striking. I personally love Northern mythology. It's dark, mysterious, and very beautiful. So here, those brooding Gothic ravens found their perfect counterpart in bright, sunny African gemstones, a union of light and shadow, north and south. Number 9, a magnificent pair of blue zircons from Cambodia. Sadly, these have become incredibly rare. You might remember I once visited the Cambodian mines myself, and there is even a video series in our channel called something like Hunting for Zircons in Cambodia or whatnot. At first the deposit seemed rich and you would see piles of raw material everywhere, but when you start sorting, 0.01% turns out to be gem quality, and every year the percentage kept shrinking. Then, to make this worse, Thailand and Cambodia got into another border dispute, a little military accident on the border. So now the border is closed. And what happens when the supply road closes? Exactly, zircon prices skyrocket. Now it's almost impossible to find fine Cambodian blue zircon on the market, and this pair of stones were still offering at a pre-war prices, a rare opportunity. The earrings are made of gold and diamonds, with those two extraordinary zircons as the centerpieces. And if you purchase them, we can easily create a matching ring in the same color tone, which in my opinion would be a perfect combination. Number 10, my absolute favorite. This is a necklace made of genuine Tahitian black pearls. And there is only one place in the world where oysters produce these kind of pearls naturally, unless we are talking about artificially treated pearls. Sometimes, yes, they're coated with lacquer or tinted, mainly by Chinese manufacturers, but not here. This necklace is 100% natural, luxurious and authentic, with all certificates included. High-quality pearls like these are usually strung either on special silk thread, which is almost impossible to break, or special Kevlar thread, or on the fine Japanese steel cable, which is delicate but surprisingly expensive. So the necklace is very secure, not easy to snap, not easy to lose. You definitely won't be crawling around restaurant floor collecting scattered pearls. Though, of course, in theory, anything can break. A quick reminder, when you wear natural pearls and you've already put them on, do not spray perfume, hairspray or any cosmetics afterwards. Apply all that first, give it 10 minutes to settle, then put on your pearls. Otherwise, you might flood them with chemicals. Yes, you can clean that later, but it's always a delicate and very difficult process. So this necklace also includes our signature handmade beads. We have been creating this collection for about 5 years now. These are African-style hollow beads, which is technically challenging to produce, but keeps them lightweight and comfortable. The clasp also follows African design tradition. These concentric circles represent the symbol of the sun. Number 11, a beautiful aurora garnet. That's an excellent size and with a perfectly cut shape for a ring. This piece works equally well both for men and women, a true unisex design. This ring is from our early cinegem style. During the first few years we made mostly pieces like these, minimal and versatile for daily wear. The gemstone itself is spectacular though, and it would be a tragedy to damage it, so don't knock it against anything. When you're fixing your car, gardening or doing any kind of constructions, always remove your jewelry. Honestly, I don't remember where this one is silver or gold. The full details are in the description below. Just check there, please. I do remember that the ring cannot be resized, so we will specify this size in the catalog as well. Oh, and I forgot to mention earlier, the Raven Spessartan ring we showed before can easily be resized, so it's not a problem. But this one, it's fixed. This piece also has mantras engraved on it, and it is ritually blessed by our shaman. Again, as I said, you can believe it or not, but either way it feels wonderful to wear something that carries intention. The mantras are universal here, it's just good luck and prosperity, and really, who wouldn't want a bit of both? I for one never turn down luck or money. And the last one, number 12. We only make such video once a year, and we're finishing with another Lahu demon amulet. As I mentioned earlier, these are very popular. People love them both for the protective characteristics and as a unique gift. This version combines gold with blackened and not blackened finishes, possibly with some silver elements. Check the description for specifics, please. It is set with small black diamonds and one large centerpiece black diamond, which is now incredibly hard to find. And this gem is a true investment. I can even promise in 5 years I could buy it back from you myself or help resell it with a huge profit. Black diamonds have been rising steadily, 30 to 50% per year easily, and large stones like that are almost impossible to find nowadays. 10 years ago, a carat cost around $60. Back then, I would ask for a 15 carats black diamond and they would open a whole case for me and I would sit and choose for half a day, and the selection was just enormous. Now, nothing. A 15 carat stone might take 6 months to find if you're lucky. And remember, these diamonds have the most romantic origin of all the gemstones. According to one theory, black diamonds came from space. They arrived on meteorite that rained down on what is now the West Africa and Brazil, back when those lands were still one single continent. Another theory says a meteorite struck Earth and the heat and pressure of the impact transformed carbon into black diamonds at the site. What's certain is that these deposits are alluvial, meaning that the stones are found loose, scattered near the surface, not in kimberlite pipes like the other diamonds. And that alone makes them unique among all gemstones. And that's all for today. Take a look, make your choice, but act fast. We only have 12 pieces, and judging by past experience, they will be gone very quickly. For now, thank you for watching. Wishing you peace, good fortune, and clear sky above your head.